Alright, so today we are doing how I did my makeup in high school. I took a trip down freaking memory lane looking at photos for this video. Overnight shipped a black wig off of Amazon in honor of this video. I pinned this back just so I can do makeup, but I'm pretty sure I used to part my hair in the middle in high school because that was a really good look. I went through a shit ton of different phases in high school. I would say my weirdest phase in high school was a headband phase, where I wore black eyeliner all the way around my eyes, and then I would put this giant ass headband so you couldn't see my forehead, and I wouldn't take the headband off. I wore a headband straight every single day for like 5 months, I'm pretty sure, or 6 months. And on one of my birthdays, my parents put all of my headbands in a bag and they were all cut in half. Happy birthday to me. I would say my longest phase throughout high school was the major orange self-tanner with black eyeliner all the way around my eyeballs, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. Self-tanner was like my best friend in high school, so the look I'm going to be recreating in this video is this gem right here. Not gonna lie, this was like one of my better phases. The worst one was actually when I was pale with the headband with black eyeliner all the way around my eyes. Great look, Taylor, great look. But since this is what I did for the longest amount of time, we're doing it today. I had a really hard time remembering what I actually used. I remember a few specific products, but everything else is kind of a blur. One of the things I do remember using every day is the Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs. This is actually a leg makeup, but it's like a tanner that just washes off. It's basically just makeup. And I would put this shit all over my arms, but don't worry, I wouldn't put it on my hands. I would go for the white hand look. Oh my god, look at this. This is in the light shade too, you guys. This is like straight up orange. I would put this everywhere except my hands and feet, so I would literally have white hands. But in the winter, I would only put it where it showed. So I would literally only put this on my arms and then my neck right here, whatever was showing like through my t-shirt. By the way, this t-shirt was what I had in high school. I would go to the thrift store every single day once I got my license. The thrift store was like my jam. We had one right by my parents' house, and literally every single day before I came home, I would stop there and get some hideous t-shirt. I actually like this shirt, but the majority of them were like, I was all about the grandma section. I feel like I'm just painting right now. My roommate's gonna come back and be like, what the literal fuck? When I'm done. At my high school, it was like cooler the less put together you were. But I wanted like old clothes, old car, which I guess is good. Better than the opposite, I guess. Oh my god, I literally can't believe how orange this is. I wouldn't do my face, but I would do my neck. I actually did this still my freshman year of college. I would do this every single day. I went to school somewhere where it was like not the warmest, so I would put this only on my neck where it came out of my winter jacket. Oh my god, that's good enough. So now that we are a bronze goddess over here. Foundation, when I wore like the white gothic look, I went with Revlon Color Stay, I'm pretty sure. But when I was self-tanned like this, I'm 99% sure I used the Maybelline Super Stay. I can't remember if I started using this freshman year of college or if I was using this in high school. I actually love this foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations, but I just found out that they discontinued this from the drugstore. But I definitely remember the powder I used to use that they also discontinued. It was by Ulta, and this is like really what took my orange face look over the top. Okay, first let's put on the foundation. So I would just pour this straight out, no primer, nothing. I would just put it directly on my face with my fingers. I had those little triangle sponge things, but I always just use my fingers. Oh my god, this is not gonna be dark enough. I'm pretty sure I used this shade, and then I would use this one Ulta powder that was like straight up orange to match the rest of my body. And I remember my dad giving me shit about the orange face. I thought my foundation looked so good, you guys. My parents and like my family would always tell me that my face looked orange, and I thought they were crazy. I remember the only foundation brush I used was this one MAC one that I think I got for like a birthday or something, and it was that one where you literally like paint it on. And I grew up in Southern California, so everyone was super tan, super bronzed, blonde hair, surfer. So I feel like growing up in that kind of environment is probably why it took me so long to appreciate my pale skin, honestly, because all of my friends were super tan. In the summer, everyone would go to the beach and I'd be like Casper. I'm gonna go in with a little more just to cover some of this up, because I didn't use concealer at all. I would just use foundation. I didn't use under eye concealer, I didn't use any kind of concealer. Alright, my camera keeps shutting off for zero reason, so hopefully we can make it through this video. So this is nowhere near as orange as my face used to be. So like I said, I used this one Ulta powder foundation. It came in this white little compact. I looked on Ulta to see if they still made it, and they don't, but it was like a powder foundation. So the only powder that I have in my collection right now that I think might be dark enough is from the Morphe Contour, highest quality contour palette. And I'm gonna go in with the shade right here and possibly mix a darker one if that's not dark enough. I have no idea what brushes I used back then. I'm pretty sure I used my mom's like Mary Kay brushes in high school. We'll see if this is dark enough. Oh, it doesn't look dark. Okay, I'm gonna mix a couple of these shades to see if I can get it dark enough. Oh yeah. These powders though don't look that bad. Okay, they look kind of good. That's an all over face powder. So I didn't do anything to my eyebrows. I actually have tattooed brows on right now. My eyebrows were quite the scene. I would pluck them like super short and skinny. Bronzer, I definitely used this. The lid is like totally off. This is by Sephora. I don't even know what shade this is in because it's literally covered by foundation. Yeah, like no idea. I think it says Bahama. I'm pretty sure I used the same brush that I used for powder for my bronzer, so we're gonna do that today. And I used a shit ton of bronzer, but I didn't contour. Like contouring wasn't a thing back then, so I would just like put this on my cheeks. And I don't think I used blush or anything. I would just use this. So eyeshadow, I remember this one eyeshadow that I used from Ulta. It was a matte brown shade. I don't have that anymore, but I also remember this Maybelline palette, which is actually pretty good. There's a couple shades in here that are bomb, these like two coppery gold shades, but I'm just gonna take this matte brown shade right here because that looks pretty similar to the Ulta one, and I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. I don't know what brushes I used, but I know I didn't use primer, and I don't even think I knew what a crease was back then, so I would just like put this all over my eye basically. Eyeliner. Oh god. When I got grounded in high school, my mom would actually take away my eyeliner. Like that was my punishment. I vividly remember using the CoverGirl Liqualine Blast. This is the exact one I used to have. This is in brown, but I also had a black one. I can't find the black one, but these actually aren't bad. Since I can't find the black one, I'm just using this Milani Easy Liner. I don't know, it's just a black liner. And I would literally line the crap out of my eyes. I would just literally trace around my entire eyeball. So that's what we're doing today. I think I would draw it on and then I would like smudge it out. Pretty sure I saw that tip in like 17 magazine or something. Or American Girl. Remember the American Girl magazine or book? I would literally bring this all the way into my inner corner, and then once I got to the outside, I would just keep going around. And it would be like super messy, and I'm pretty sure I used just the end of this thing to smudge it out. Yeah, this is totally used. That's pretty much it. I do remember having this one Maybelline liquid liner that came in a gray bottle. They still make it, but I don't think I started using that until like senior year of high school. I'm pretty sure when my makeup started getting better, senior year of high school was when YouTube started getting popular. Because I remember watching some YouTube videos in high school, but it wasn't until like the very end. All of you guys watching who are in high school right now, you seriously have it so much easier than we all did because you have people to actually show you and tell you what to do. When I was in high school, it was like I would just look at 17 magazine and put shit on my face. There was no Instagram, there was no Facebook, there was MySpace. Okay. Mascara time. So I'm pretty sure I started with that pink and green mascara, the classic, but I'm pretty sure I graduated to the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black at some point in high school. I don't know if that was more towards the end when I started watching YouTube or if I just randomly picked this up. I'm pretty sure I put this on the bottom lashes too. Okay, so for lips, I would use the Burt's Bees chapstick in white. That is the only thing I put on my lips. I hated lipstick, I hated lip gloss. If I didn't have that thing with me 24/7 at all times, shit would go down. It basically was just like a tinted white lipstick, so it would make my lips look kind of pinky nude. Almost in all of my pictures throughout high school, I had this pink white lip going on. I don't have that exact chapstick anymore. I'm not sure if they still make it, but I have this white lipstick by Maybelline that I'm gonna use and just kind of like dab this on just to get the same effect. So this is how I did my makeup in high school. Got those white hands though. I would recommend doing the complete opposite of this, but you know, I thought it was a good look at the time. We're probably gonna be saying the same thing about how we do our makeup now in 10 years. But I hope you guys like this video. I got a lot of requests to do this, so give it a thumbs up if you like this. If you're new here, make sure you join the Bayrito family and subscribe. Let me know down below if you're one of the original Bayritos who have been with me since the self-tanning days. It's kind of ironic that I had my hair black like this for literally 10 years, and then just within the last 6 months I've changed it. I will definitely be back to black at some point. I love black hair. Definitely got tanner on this. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye. How do you put on glasses with the wig? Gotta get that thumbnail though. Why did I smile with all of my teeth?